So, welcome back for another episode of Death Battle. This is going to be Joker versus Giorno. Last Death Battle, unfortunately, Barlock lost. Super sad. The community was rampant apparently, but it is what it is. I'm sad. Now for this Death Battle, I made a poll for seeing who would actually win this fight, and the majority of you guys said that Joker is going to win. I honestly thought most people would choose Giorno, especially with his Requiem abilities. I really thought that people would choose that, but apparently there's something I don't know about Joker. I recently just finished Persona 5 Royale. If you guys are thinking about like that persona at the very end of the series when you fight God, then I guess, but we barely know all its abilities though. That's my main issue. But other than that, I really don't know, so I'm thinking Giorno. I'm still sticking with that, so we'll see who's gonna win. Alright, so let's see what happens.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap.
Damn. Straight.
Joker versus Giorno.
The Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's Golden Gangstar.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Ren Amamiya wasn't prepared for this to happen. When he witnessed an innocent woman being harassed and stepped in, he had no idea her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
Poor Ren was forced to leave town, lose friends, and transfer to Shujin Academy. There's definitely more fun ways to ruin your life.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
One might call it a theme. And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden variety scumbag gym teachers. Ren and his new friends found themselves in a whole new world. The Metaverse! Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that one.
Derived from the works of Carl Jung, this collective unconscious is like an alternate reality formed from the amalgamated thoughts and feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental realm, those who have been corrupted by power and abuse the weak have become evil superpowers, just like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the Animal.
They may have been helpless against crushing institutional might in the real world, but in the metaverse, they had a way to fight back. Personas.
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become incredibly powerful spirits.
By using their personas to battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption, Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed Joker.
And Joker's first persona was the awesome Arsene.
With razor-sharp claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy, Arsene was an excellent persona to start with.
But Joker's a wild card. Literally, he can capture as many personas as he wants. He's gotta catch them all, because they each have their own crazy powers. From shooting fire, ice, and lightning, to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances, to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifestations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ.
Wow, he looks way different than in the paintings I've seen. Oh, hey, did you know that a persona is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does rattle the user pretty badly.
Well, without his personas, Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As the Phantom Thieves' reputation increased, so did their power, simply because that's how they were perceived.
Kinda like how personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger. Anime! Game!
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user back from the brink of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
Hey, Wiz, have a cold one on me.
Thanks.
That's Wiz.
Looks like our relationship meter's maxed out.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser, I'm gonna go do untested pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Oh. Wait, date your what? Ahem. Over the course of his adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds.
What?
Millions of times faster than light.
Or survive a cheeseburger that exploded big enough to eclipse a nebula. Talk about having stomach problems. No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
I remember
Or
that.
Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
That
It was
guy.
in this battle with Yaldabaoth that Joker upgraded Arsene to create Satanael, the biblical
Satanael.
angel of vengeance.
With a big-ass gun, perceive this reality, bitch!
Its primary attack, Sinful Shell, is imbued with what is known as Almighty Energy, which can
was
bypass
gonna say
any
Almighty
defense,
Push.
even that from
I'm
the
sorry.
Omnipotent Orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Yes, very good. Big-ass gun whiz!
And with a shot heard around the world, Joker and his friends prove that you're never too young to change society for the better, no matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place.
What's
They'll
this?
never see it coming.
Your heart.
As far back as he could remember,
Giorno
Giovanna
Giovanna
always wanted to be a gangster.
Cause damn it feels good to be a gangster. Gone are the days of leaving horse heads in your enemy's bed or squeezing their head in a vice till they pop. Giorno wanted to be a different kind of gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
A gang star.
A shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life changed the day he saved a wounded mobster. In return, he was rewarded with future protection from abuse and isolation. This act of reciprocal kindness convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization, if only it was commanded by the right person.
Someone like Giorno. All he had to do was take control of the Neapolitan Mafia,
Hey, it's 15, that's so
Passione, and their
crazy.
army of superpowered assassins. Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, he's the bastard son of the insane vampire Deuce Lord himself, Dio Brando.
Who conceived
Don't
Giorno
ask,
while
I like that
possessing the
line.
body of his arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes Giorno both a Brando and a JoJo.
Joestar.
Hence the name, JoJo. Get it?
Well, he didn't just inherit the name, but also the Joestar bloodline's power. Giorno possesses a stand, gold experience.
Stands are
Golden
invisible,
experience.
intangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like stopping time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
And Giorno's gold experience has perhaps the greatest potential of any stand in the series.
He's so
with just
busted.
a touch, it can imbue inanimate objects with golden life energy.
Turning them into any plant or animal in an instant and back again. Giorno uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out. A gorilla's worst nightmare.
Giorno is, frankly, a super genius when it comes to gold experience's abilities.
Like transforming bullets into flesh to heal the very wounds they made, or changing
That's
a brick
crazy.
into a snake
I
that can
remember
detect
that, man.
body heat and find a hidden enemy, or turning his teeth into a special kind of jellyfish that filters out the toxins in the piss he was drinking.
remember
I
that.
thought
That
I
was
was the only one who
disgusting.
did that.
Should the object Giorno gives life to be a part of a greater whole, like turning a tooth into a fly, it will attempt to return to its original source.
Not only that, any damage Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno can even imbue living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster, but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Muda to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds. Forget about it.
Especially when
Game
you're
over,
hitting as
bro.
hard as Gold Experience. According to the JoJo Veller art book written by the mangaka himself,
Art-
Gold
wait,
Experience
what?
has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same
I-
league
I
as stands
need-
like Star Platinum and Silver
I need
Cherries,
that book.
which are faster than light.
And although his strength stat is only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with ace strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy
Beautiful.
Dio must be so proud.
With Gold Experience at his side, Giorno joined Passione and rose to challenge its reclusive leader, Diavolo.
Wait. Diavolo? You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua, or Joshua, Ben Joseph, Joshua Joseph,
Stop.
Jojo.
We're moving on. Diavolo's goal was to get his hands
Oh,
on a stand
stop.
and when a stand is pierced by a stand arrow, it evolves.
So,
No,
I
never made that connection. That's
That's
so funny.
Gold Experience
Requiem.
Requiem stands change the rules entirely. It's almost like they elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is return to 0, and also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to any attack made against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand King Crimson, which can infamously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It undid time being erased, while time was already erased, which meant there was no time to unerase the erased time, and
That's right, Boomstick. Requiem's ability acts independently of time itself.
Yup.
Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into
Yup.
infinity.
It's broken.
So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
it also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even your death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being killed over and over in a
Yup.
series of never-ending alternate universes
insane.
for eternity.
Just when you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second you hear that piano start playing,
Became the boss of
run.
Passione.
And so Giorno
Stopped
took
the
control of
helicopter from life
Passione and
creation.
turned it into the peacekeeping
Survived
social
hiding parts of
organization
his
he
face
always
removed. I
dreamed
remember
about.
that.
With its streets free
This is
of
my favorite
drugs,
JoJo part.
Italy's
I heard
youth
part
could rest
7 is the
easy.
best.
Their hopes
I heard
and
part 7 is
dreams
like
could
a
be
lot of people's
carried into
favorites,
the
but so-
future on
until
a
the anime
golden
drops, this
wind.
is my favorite part.
Vento
It's my favorite
Aureo.
part forever. Until part 7.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a
Death
death
battle.
battle.
Gold Experience!
Are set.
Let's go.
Giorno Giovanna, your heart is twisted.
It is ours to take. Choky Phantasm. My dreams aren't yours to take.
Persona.
Hey, the music is like Persona. I love it.
He'll never see it coming. Checkmate. Alice!
Impossible. A second stand. You never took the time to understand my gold experience. All objects given life by gold experience desire to return home.
Oh my god.
His persona creates life. I've got to nullify that.
That's
Jack Frost!
busted.
Ice Age!
Ice Age. I mean Death Frost. Death Frost. No, it's Jack Frost. There's Jack Frost in the game. Requiem. He's screwed.
Frost! Ice Age! Ice Age!
This Choco Phantasma is
Game over for Joko, bro.
This is Requiem.
Buddha!
Won't allow it! Joker!
Menacing, menacing, menacing.
You die.
I love it.
Joker's got it!
Get my
You're gonna show. You win.
Satanaya!
Thou art I.
Maybe you didn't hear me before. Checkmate.
show that powerful? Damn, bro. Oh, I'm sad.
Giorno never had the
I'm happy and
makings of
sad.
a varsity death battle winner.
I love
This
both
was an
characters.
absolutely fascinating matchup and far from an easy call.
Joker versus base gold experience wasn't close though.
Sure, Giorno's powers threw Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take on universe busters.
And there was no doubt Joker could see Giorno's stand, considering he could spot similar beings like shadows.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify
versus
any
Requiem.
action taken against it, even ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time, so Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Take when the Phantom Thieves faced Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers.
Yeah.
He even had an ability that nullified actions against him,
Yep.
similar to Gold Experience
That was
Requiem.
annoying.
But Joker still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem can reduce your willpower to 0, Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally, we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping defenses like the Omnipotent Orb. The perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is actually backed up in JoJo. While Requiem only has one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the World Over Heaven, which can overwrite reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to 0. That meant an almighty attack that can bypass reality warping would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Dio is such a dick, he literally ruined his own son's death battle.
Giorno was brilliant, but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time. Hey, Wiz, hear what I said? I said Giorno missed his golden opportunity and he had a shell of a time.
The winner is Joker.
Next time on Death
Next
Battle.
time, who is it? Eggman and Bowser.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
That's gonna be
Thanks for
interesting.
watching.
Eggman versus Bowser? Hold up.
Hey, wait.
Wait,
Time
hold on,
on Death Battle.
That's gonna be interesting. Wait, they already had some of the fight made. Yeah, Bowser Jr. is gonna be here. I won't be surprised if Metal Sonic is here. Alright, next time is gonna be Bowser versus Eggman. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. Did you guys see that Joker was gonna win a long time ago? I mean, you guys did say in the poll that Joker was gonna win. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Love you. Bye.